So we update the bracket with Matt O'Grady's win over his good friend B.J. Moore. Now O'Grady, the number 5 seed, takes on Jason Belmonte in our second match of 4 to determine our PBA Tournament of Champions champion. Now time for today's Ebonite flashback. Let's go back to '84. Mike Durbin ran the ladder. What a player. Defeated Steve Cook and George Pappas, Joe Salvamini, and Mike Albee win the championship. And Mike Durbin was the first to win the Tournament of Champions 3 times, every one of them right here in Fairlawn at Riviera Lanes. He won in '72 and in '82. But he is not the only one to win this 3 times, because Jason Couch put on a run, the lefty, 99, and 2002. And there's somebody who could make this a bigger graphic. If Jason Belmonte wins today, he will join Couch and Durbin with 3 Tournament of Champions. One of the greatest in the history of the PBA, the great ambassadors, Johnny Petraglia, bowled his final Tournament of Champions event this week. And this was the last ball in qualifying, and kudos to the players who set it all up. They made sure he had the last ball. And of course, he stroked it because he's Johnny Petraglia. He was the 1971 winner. So today, he's going to throw out a ceremonial first ball. He stroked it. Guy warmed up for like 15 minutes to make sure he didn't come out here. And now, he's not finished competing, by the way. He's still on the PBA 50 Tour. He's the only player in Tour history to win a title in 6 different decades, either PBA or PBA 50. And you see his incredible Hall of Fame career. And here's the man himself, Johnny Petraglia. Johnny, we love you.
One of the greatest ever. Dear friend of mine.
And deserves this ovation he's getting from the crowd here at Riviera. So many great players have won this championship, and we were just talking during the break about 2 that you wanted to mention.
Yeah, you know, going back to the Mike Durbin video, you know, Mike Durbin also was the first player ever to win a title using 3, 4, and 5 steps. And also, remember that Jason Couch won back-to-back-to-back Tournament of Champions at 3 different centers.
Here's a man who has won all over the world, looking for his 10th PBA major. And that's kind of how he does it.
This guy's passport doesn't need a picture.
It's just a little picture of a trophy.
Just says Jason Belmonte. He gets to customs and they say, okay, you're in.
So Matt O'Grady, who defeated his good friend B.J. Moore in the first match, will be opening on the right lane, where he loved life on the right lane.
Belmonte, the higher seeds, making Matt finish on the left lane. Belmonte's going to hook it, or at least he is on the left lane, as we watch Matt O'Grady's line to the pocket much straighter. Just a board left of second arrow, goes out to about the 7th board, and back into the 17.5 board, which is where the pocket sits. And you take a look at what Matt did in match number 1.
Snap straight through, and a 10-pin is smothered on a perfect start for O'Grady. He seems to have the left lane figured out.
Well, it looked like he moved in a little bit and gave it a little more wrist.
The amazing thing is, we watched Jason win all those majors last year, is that every single time he had to have the shot in a game, he made it.
Yeah, he's just a major championship monster. You look at the number of titles that he has. 16 titles, 9 of them majors.
No, just a nasty left turn and a big hit for Belmonte. Both players opening with doubles. Standing by with B.J. Moore is Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Dave. So, BJ, you had some tough breaks out there. You had that 7-10 split in the 4th, and then you had that ringing 10-pin in the 6th. Randy said he thought your shots looked great. What was happening from your perspective?
They were just a touch too firm. That's normally my miss. You know, same with the 2 pins. Everything was just a little too quick to get started. Couldn't really get my feet under me, you know, just get the process started. So it's all right. It was, you know, we got here, so it's not too bad. Me and O'Grady are actually bowling the doubles here in a couple weeks, though, so I don't mind losing to him.
Well, you did get to bowl against your good friend here, and you became a dad this week, so it's been a really great week for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Yeah, he's only about 2 hours from home, so he and Padilla will head back home and see their new child as Belmo opens with 3 in a row.
When you have this much power and speed, the pocket becomes so big. The 6 goes to the wall and slaps the 10 silly. We're going to have to put that 10 pin in concussion protocol.
Matt O'Grady almost was. The story you told us that he told us yesterday about knocking himself out for a few seconds. Oh no! Come on!
Can't rotate the axis that much, sir.
Well, he had an explanation for it. I just call it awful luck.
And you would think that Belmonte would do more of this because of the angle. Matt much straighter through the front, a little less on the back part of the lane, and Matt O'Grady leaves the stone 9.
No trouble with that. And there you see Matt's mom and his wife, Jolie.
He said after that incident where the ball stuck on his thumb and went up through the ceiling and onto his noggin, he actually changed the thumb pitch and went to a quarter left and a quarter reverse in the thumb. But I promise you that thumb hole is still super tight. What a hand.
And he liked that shot right away.
And he also said, you mentioned the fitness training. He said it's changed his life. This is a beautiful shot. Just the hand, that open hand, how soft the hand is at the bottom of the swing.
Well, he found a workout partner this week in Kyle Troop when
Yeah,
Kyle was around, and they forced themselves to go and maintain a fitness regimen. Matt has a personal trainer when he is home that he's worked with extensively. And then there's this guy who opens with 4 in a row.
It's a bad dude. Shoulders wide open, a little bit of rotation. And once that power hits the 1-3, there's usually not a whole lot left.
Using a drive in his arsenal. So you look, you see that one finger there, a little bloody. There are no cut men in this sport.
Oh boy. Well, I'm not sure he even expected that ball to get back to the head pin. And this almost strikes.
10 pin got nudged around a little bit.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if that was me out there, that would be a great sign. You'd be like, wait a minute, that got more room to the right than I thought. Thanks, man.
Well, if he needs advice, there's Marshall Holman and there's Johnny Petraglia. You know, that would be a couple of guys too bad. There's a nice little group of Hall of Famers over there today.
Larry Lichstein just to the left of Marshall Holman, who ran player services out on the tour forever. Harry the Tiger Smith to the right of Marshall Holman, another Hall of Famer.
Oh, Brady, that time you see the 9-pin was the last to leave the deck, but it is gone. And that leads us to today's Columbia 300 fun fact. And we've had 1 or 2 of these already today. The ringing 10-pin is a shot where the 6-pin wraps quickly around the 10-pin, leaving the 10-pin standing and leaving the bowler miserable. It looks like this.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when I bowl league at home. A lot of those. You call it the ringing 10. I call it something we can't use on the air.
No, we don't. We don't want to keep our jobs. And you never know that was the lane that gave him so much trouble in the first game. Matt O'Grady has gotten very comfortable, and he is even through 5.5 for the #1 player in the world, looking for a 10th major championship on the PBA. Jason Belmonte. Matt O'Grady is comfortable. We go to 1986 at Riviera Lanes, and look at this guy. It's our man, Marshall Holman, his 20th career title. He beat Mark Baker to earn that second Tournament of Champions title. His first was 10 years earlier, made him the 3rd player in tour history to pass the 1 million mark.
One of my favorite players ever to watch. Well, let's take a look at the great Hall of Famers that are here in attendance. Marshall Holman. Hi, Marshall. Harry the Tiger Smith to his right. Hall of Famer Larry Lickstein. Johnny Petraglia.
And I have a Hall of Famer sitting next to me, Randy Peterson. Our ABC Sunday Showcase game presented by the U.S. Marine Corps. Matches LeBron and the Cavaliers against Kyrie and the Celtics. 3rd meeting between these playoff contenders this season. They split the first 2. 3 o'clock NBA countdown, noon Pacific time. It'll be followed by the game. And here is Jason Belmonte, who certainly knows he's in a fight. And certainly knows how to handle himself in a fight.
What a beautiful shot out of commercial for Jason Belmonte. And what a great match we have. That's a 10-pin party in the pit, folks.
And again, you got a good look at that crowd a moment ago. That is the old Riviera way. And this place is full. As Randy mentioned earlier, the fire marshal has said,
look at that.
That's it, folks. We cannot let any more in here.
Beautiful sight.
That is a classic Tournament of Champions look right there for the spectators. Walked away from it. It was,
yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, well, if you like great shot making and a lot of power, swipe right. Yeah.
Goodness.
That was just filthy.
What is it like to be that good at anything? Yeah, Matt O'Grady's got to match it. He's riding 3 straight. Hurry.
White here.
Gotta hurry. Nope. First crack in the armor.
Come on, stay loose.
Right with not enough hand equals 210. Going to try to get the ball to the left side of the 2-pin and sling it over into the 10.
Oh, he was as bold as you can be. But all of a sudden, there's a hole in that scorecard, and he's down a dozen. Making 26 now.
Well, big time opening now for Jason Belmonte. Jason in the 230s, high 230s. Matt O'Grady now low 210.
That's the perfect recovery. All he can do. And Matt O'Grady is absolutely ready for prime time.
Still has a match score of 243. Beautiful shot here by Matt. And 6 goes to the sidewall, kicks a 10 out. But this is all about Jason Belmonte and execution.
And he is an executioner in these situations.
Ouch. It's good. Really good. I like that.
Uh-oh, crossed over.
Yeah, it was left the whole way.
Now that's the shot you don't want to look at as opposed to the strike, but he's got something makeable to deal with.
Left out of his hand the whole way. Well, actually it looked like it read real early, but you can see it's so far left of target. And fortunate to just leave the 610. All is forgiven, though, with a spare conversion.
And he chopped it. Whoops.
And just like that, Matt O'Grady's back in. Sorry,
yeah.
Dave.
No, I was going to say those jumping jacks that O'Grady did during the commercial break, not in vain as he tried to stay loose.
John, have a secondary rack, please.
And that's a champion's idea right there. That's sort of the PBA version of a 30-second timeout and gives us a chance to tell you you can outfit yourself just like the pros with official PBA jerseys available exclusively at PBA.com. The jerseys are made from high-performance fabric and can be customized for each person or team. Click on the menu tab of the PBA.com homepage and select the Shop PBA link and get started.
Well, you rarely get opportunities like this against Jason Belmonte, but Matt O'Grady just got one.
Wait a minute. Nope. Messenger sweeps wide and a soft 10.
Matt O'Grady can steal this match. That ball wiggled right before he got to the 1-3. Jason comes in light, leaving the soft 10. Six pin gets sliced to the sidewall.
All right, so Matt O'Grady, here's your time.
Max score Jason Belmonte 235. Max score Matt O'Grady 243. For Matt to have any chance of beating Belmonte, he has to strike in the 9th frame.
Perfect shot for O'Grady.
Primetime playa.
The winner will face Andrew Anderson next.
Beautiful shot here. Great touch. High flush pocket hit for Matt O'Grady. Look at those eyes get big. Wouldn't expect anything different here at Riviera 60th anniversary.
And this is the left lane that in the first match against B.J. Moore gave him fits, but he has mastered it. He hasn't missed on this lane in this game. He stays perfect. 1 strike in 3, and O'Grady moves on.
All because of it. Chopped 6-10 in the 8th frame by Belmonte. Matt O'Grady, one more of these, and you inch that much closer to capturing a major title. Remember, B.J. Moore, Matt O'Grady, and Andrew Anderson, who we'll see in the next match, got here by virtue of winning regional titles.
And then entering a pre-tournament qualifier and making it.
Left. Yeah, it was left.
You saw it right away.
Nah, I elbowed that one a little bit.
It's okay.
That's real good out here.
He still forces Belmonte to double. Yep.
Let's watch his face, because he knows. Give it a chance. Looks like he muttered to himself.
If he's going to get number 10, he's going to have to earn it here.
Are we paying him for additional color commentary?
Well, yeah, he's actually a roving sideline reporter.
Watson, he's going to have to earn it.
Wow, and Belmo in earshot of that comment. By the way, Jason's done the math already.
Yeah, he knows what he needs.
Will he flip that switch? Now you see what he needs. Now O'Grady needed 2 and 3. Belmo needs 2 and 5. How many times have we all watched him summon those shots when he needs them? So here's the first one.
Remember the last shot on this lane where he went high.
This time he goes flush. One more is what he has to have.
One more of those, and Belmonte moves on. And you wouldn't expect anything different being here at Riviera in Akron, Ohio.
But he has to strike here. has beaten Apollo Creed.
Unreal. Watch this flying messenger in front of the 10. And that's the hit that he counts on. All that power, all those revs, speed. He counts on messengers like that to carry.
It is so shocking to see that pose from Jason Belmonte instead of the one we usually see. He's holding a trophy.
That's the world's best right there. You never know now.
Matt O'Grady, Andrew Anderson, two players seeking their first major, are going to face off in our penultimate match. The winner to face the top seed, Jesper Svensson.